points here for Enner Valencia. This could be as well his last game at home. Let's take that into account. Valencia is 35, so he could still have some years after this 4-year window. But still, the recognition for one of the leaders, certainly. There is the recognition from the fans for Enner Valencia, as he gets a well-deserved ovation. And the youngster Kendry Páez, just 18 years of age, playing for Racing of Strasbourg in France. Began his career, of course, with Independiente del Valle, like almost all the players of the Ecuadorian national team. Jordi Alcivar replacing Angulo. Alcivar playing in Independiente del Valle, 26 years old for Jordi Alcivar. So 3 changes now in Ecuador. Halftime across the other 4 games, with the results as we have said just moments ago. Franco Mastantuono getting ready in Argentina. Well, the 2 River Plate men, Julián Álvarez and Franco Mastantuono, one playing for Atlético Madrid, the other just 18 years old and already a starter for Real Madrid. Both of them began their careers at a youth level in River. Julián, of course, played in Manchester City before going over to the Colchoneros. And a good ball here for Nico Gonzalez. Cross from Nico, inside for Alexis McAllister. Rebound for the ball. It'll be the last play for McAllister. The ball trying to fit it through. Recovery from Paredes. A 3 fingers pass straight into the hands. Well, we can add one more Gallina man, one more River Plate man to all right, it's Mastantuono checking in for Paredes and Julián Álvarez checking in for Lautaro Martínez. Those 2 substitutions in Argentina. Poor Lautaro wasn't able to get many chances, playing all alone there. And a long-haired Alvarez. Different hairstyle for La Araña, the Spider, who is scheduled to be another. That's why we mentioned the possibility of another River Plate man, as Ezequiel Palacios, number 14, was called upon by Scaloni, but the coach changed his mind. It's just the 2 substitutions for now. 3 in total for Argentina in 2 windows. So they have 1 more window to make 2 changes following the first half substitution and the inclusion of Foyt. McAllister. Mastantuono. Foyt. McAllister. Mastantuono. De Paul. Opens it again for Juan Foy. Montiel was teammates with Mastantuono up until a couple of weeks ago at the Club World Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, played in the United States together. Alvarez. Look at the position of Tagliafico, almost as a winger. De Paul, Alvarez, nice possession from Argentina, passing it around. Balerdi, Foyt, trying to break through the lines. Mastantuono protected with his body. He keeps on going. Mastantuono loses it against Hincapié. Now they go on the pressure, and we know that Argentina does this very well, especially with Julian Alvarez. There is Alvarez. Alvarez, he had a window to pass it to Mastantuono, didn't do so. Kendry Páez sends it away, but very quickly for Foyt. Foyt, McAllister, Foyt. Going over is Alvarez. Here is Julian. Julian for Mastantuono. Mastantuono tried to play it through ball for Nico Gonzalez. Argentina putting the pressure on. In 64.5 minutes, Tagliafico went straight and crashed onto Ana Franco. Yellow card for the Olympique Lyon left back. McAllister, 66 minutes of game time. In Guayaquil, the goal scored by Ener Valencia from the penalty spot in the last minute of the first period. Nicolás González, 1-on-2. Good recovery from Jordi Alcivar, who just leaves it for the throw. González, Rodrigo de Paul. Foyt, coming over is Mastantuono. Montiel. Foyt. Foyt dangerously turning around and finding Balerdi. De Paul going over is Montiel. That's the ball for Gonzalo. Here's Cachete with a header. Getting in the way was Kendry Páez, and Ordóñez just sends it to the corner. Corner to kick for La Escaloneta. Here's the corner by Mastantuono, the header from Hincapié. On the other side is Rodrigo de Paul. Is there a substitution coming? I think it is, in Argentina. De Paul? No. Yes, De Paul. Giovanni Lo Celso and Nahuel Molina replacing De Paul and Montiel in Argentina. And Kevin Rodriguez replacing Gonzalo Plata in Ecuador. The moment of substitutions. No more substitutions in Argentina now. All 5 have been made. Foyt, Molina, Mastantuono, Alvarez, and Giovanni Lo Celso. The Betis man, the 29-year-old midfielder. Ecuador has one more sub to make if Guillermo Marino, the acting coach today, wants it. Here is Mastantuono. Strong pass denied. Intended for Lo Celso. Here is Giovanni. The lefty with the other lefty, Mastantuono. The ball for Nahuel Molina with the cross. Here's the chance for Lo Celso! And the deflection saved Ecuador. A little over 20 minutes left in this one. Low, short. The corner executed by Lo Celso. Getting in the way, William Pacho. Blocking what would have been a near certain goal. And the reaction from the egg, Huevo Acuña. Right behind it, Caloni. Long ball from Galindez, the header from Tagliafico. Alvarez. Oof, dangerous move from Lo Celso. Could be a yellow, but I think Roland is going to let it go by in this one. And also, Kevin Rodriguez stuck his head down low. Makes sense. Didn't even call a foul. The Colombian. Ordóñez, the pressure coming from Mastantuono. William Pacho eludes him, goes by him. Paez, Gendry Paez, also pressured by McAllister. Pass to the middle, Rodriguez turns around, goes, puts himself facing the goal. Paez. The young, talented Gendry Paez with a beautiful ball, a little too strong. That was intended for Jeboa. Oh, the recovery. This could be the second. Rodriguez. Dibu. And the reel for Paez. Fabulous chance wasted by Ecuador here after recovering the ball on enemy territory. Not the best execution from Rodriguez, but one more save from Dibu Martinez, who is quickly becoming one of the big stars of the night, at least keeping Argentina in the game. Still trailing, but only one goal back. Molina. One more recovery from Ecuador. Rodriguez. No, I didn't see a foul there from Molina. Now I see a foul from Alexis McAllister, right in front, right next to Wilmar Roldan. Perfect from the ref. Not calling the previous foul. That wasn't a foul, but spotting this one. There's a clean challenge for Molina. And then a bit too much from McAllister. Second half already underway in Maturin and in El Alto. 1-0 Bolivia over Brazil. 2-2 Venezuela, Colombia. One goal changes everything. A goal by Venezuela, a goal by Brazil. Puts the Vino Tinto in the playoff. Here, Ecuador wanting to get a win against the reigning defending world champions and the reigning defending two-time Copa America champions. Be a great way to boost their morale and to wrap up the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers with a stellar record, especially when it comes to goals conceded. Just 5, we mentioned, in the entire tournament. Tagliafico trying to lob it for Nico Gonzalez, who puts his body, shields the ball with his body. Gonzalez tackled and fouled by Franco. Here's the cross to the inside, the header in the near post by Tagliafico. Play still alive with Foyt. Mastantuono, good ball for Julian Alvarez. Easy for Alcibar, who clears it. And the coverage is perfect from Valerdi. Backwards for Diego Martinez from Lo Celso. Oh, and more bad news for Venezuela. A goal for Colombia, 2-3 now. As all eyes will go to Bolivia. And the hope will be, at least for the Venezuela fans, the Venezuelans, plural, the hope will be for a goal by the Carleto Ancelotti-led Brazil, without some of their stars also tonight. The only need for Bolivia to not win, so a draw still puts Venezuela in the playoff, scheduled for early next year. Valerdi, Nicolás González, Tagliafico, Leo Valerdi, Foyt opens it one more time for Franco Mastantuono. The cross from Mastantuono. Tagliafico with a header, maybe coming back from an offside position there. Nico González, Alvarez has to go all the way back to get this ball. Julian tried to switch it across and Baez just booms it away. Rodriguez running with everybody, but literally on the coverage.
19 minutes, I like this.